Hi guys, welcome back to my channel here on YouTube. I want to thank everyone that has subscribed in the past month or so because I did get an influx of new subscribers and I'm so happy to have you guys here. If this happens to be your first video that you're watching from me, my name is Sonia and I kind of like luxury beauty. I have a really big thing for eyeshadow palettes and today I want to look at my final pick for the Tweed collection. I had a hard time picking between number 1 and number 4 and I asked you guys which one I should keep and you guys voted on number 4, which is Brun et Rose. If you haven't seen these palettes yet, and most likely you have, I wanted to get this review out sooner. I just couldn't. I'm sorry. I just ran out of time. So I know this is very late and maybe no one will watch this review, but I don't care. If you haven't seen any reviews, I'm just gonna say all of them come in these beautiful complementary pouches. The pouches should match the inside of the beautiful palette. I'll show you the palette untouched because the embossing of the palette does come in that tweed embossing, so it should have the same texture as tweed the fabric. This beautiful palette is the cool tone sister of the bunch. It comes in these beautiful, I guess a neutral, not really cool honestly. I feel like they're more neutral leaning brown slash taupey tones with this beautiful topper shade that is a pink. I love the Chanel eyeshadow formula, but they're not too pigmented. You're not going to get Chanel eyeshadow formula if you want a pigmented Pat McGrath looking eye. Same goes for the shimmer shade. They're more refined, sophisticated shadows. These should be more pigmented than their original Rephr Ombre quads. But these tweed ones, they should pack a little bit more impact. Now, before I go into any of the details, let's first say that I actually really like this palette, but at $88, I paid 78 euros, so I'll put the price down below. I do feel like they were milking the price a little bit. They knew that this was going to be a highly anticipated launch, and I wish they didn't hike up the price so much. Now, we still paid for the quads, we still did. Do I feel like it's worth it? I think as a, I guess, Chanel lover, I think it's okay to get one. I personally would recommend to get one, but guys, if you got all 4, that's fine too. Originally, I wanted to get more. I also saw that they were coming out with Tweed blushes. Now, I am super interested in those blushes and I can't wait for those to launch. I'll show you guys some swatches over here. It does look like very fair swatches, but they don't necessarily swatch it that fair on the eyes. I love a good fair eye though. It's made in Italy. It's a 2-gram net weight and an 18-month shelf life. I know that per gram these shadows are absolutely expensive, especially if you buy the $88 price tag. I personally really got, sucked into the hype and the FOMO, but I also knew that I was gonna like this palette. So it's kind of like, do you feel like it's worth it? For me, it feels like it's okay to get one because I do review Chanel and I do want to refer to this collection and I did want to try the eyeshadow palette. I just don't feel like I should get all 4 just because all 4 were also not very innovative, color stories, but I knew I was gonna like each and every single one of them. I feel like I got all the swatches and details out of the way now. Let's just get into the video. I'll make sure to zoom you guys in. Also, the weather today is quite bad, so I have to use a ring light or else you're just not going to see the shadows show up on me at all. So usually I have a palette right next to me so you can follow along with me. And I want to go into this first taupey shade with a fluffy brush. I'm going in with the Rephr 01. It's not a shimmer shade. I think it's more, I think you would describe it as a satin. In camera, I think you see it less than in real life. In real life, you do see, like, I have a contoured eye and I love shades like this, a little contouring of the eye, and just put some mascara on and just go. The tweed embossing is near to gone. It's not really holding up very well, so in case you were wondering, don't get this for the embossing. Now I want to go into the second shade of the palette. I'm just going to go in order and I'm going to build up the outer corner, maybe a little bit into the crease. Another kind of satin finish shade. This, by the way, is the Rephr 02 brush. Blend it out again with my Rephr 01. Then I'm gonna go in with a more of a liner brush. This is the Rephr 03. I'm gonna go in the dark shade. I'm really gonna go in chronological order. I like where this is at, but I am gonna diffuse the lines a little bit with my Rephr 01 again. Now, of course, for the moment of truth, let's go into that beautiful shimmer shade, that pink one. I'm really going all in that shade. Oh, wow. Let's wet one of my brushes and let's dig into this shade. I do the same with my Mediterranean palette. I love the way the shadows perform. Okay. This is stunning. Oh yes, wet is the way to go. Let's do the same on the other eye. First go in dry. Then wet your brush. And let's also do some on the bottom lash line. I'm basically doing these same layers, but then underneath my lash line. I did buy the new Chanel mascara. I have some thoughts regarding this mascara, but I think I'm gonna reserve my thoughts for this weekend when I'm gonna do a, I guess, haul video of everything that I hauled. So this is the Noir Allure mascara. I now see I do have some fallout, so I'm gonna take my powder brush and just take away some of that fallout on both sides. I do want to put something in my waterline, so I'm gonna go in with my Victoria Beckham Brightening eye pencil. Okay, so this is the final look, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's absolutely stunning. If you can still get this quad, I would recommend this one. This and the first one was definitely the two that I was debating between, but I love this kind of like neutral. It's not too cool toned, which I like about this, because a too cool toned quad could really wash me out. But this complements me so well. It's great for every day. I love that kind of pinky tone, and using the topper shade, wet. I also do the same with my Mediterranean palette. I use it wet. Now you are going to get more pigment, but it also means that more is deposited from the palette. You are going to run out of your shadows a bit faster, but the look I can get from this Mediterranean palette is absolutely stunning. It's one of my 2022 favorites for sure, and they did remind me of each other because they give out a similar look, which is a very wearable look. Clearly, they are not the same. The Mediterranean palette is so much lighter, whereas the Brun Rose palette, it pulls much more neutral. Now you can use any fixing spray that you like. I would suggest to go with one that's not, for example, like the Charlotte Tilbury one. That one really locks the makeup into place. I would kind of suggest you to go for more of a water spritz type of fixing spray. I'm using the Glow Makeup Fixer by HEIMISH. Very great fixing sprays. Caudalie has a really nice spray that I just love for the summertime as well, to just spritz all over your face and you feel all glowy and nice. I like to do that to diffuse the powders on my skin and make it look more skin-like. But the Charlotte Tilbury one I definitely use to fix my makeup into place if I want to have my makeup done for the entire day and not move anywhere. That's a really great one. The embossing is almost completely gone. I hear you have to press through the shadows to finally get to the pigment, and that's exactly what I did when I used the shadows today. And I think they performed absolutely fine. I do think I'm gonna get some good use out of this palette. I feel like it looks beautiful on the eyes, and if you were debating still to get one of these, I would recommend it. I do think the pouch is probably the only pouch that I am gonna be using, And I love that on the inside you have the Chanel logo, and all 4 pouches are different and represent the palette on the inside. So on the outside you could see which palette you are picking up. Thank you guys all so much for watching. For those that still have watched this video, I know this came out super late, but I hope it was still helpful for you guys, or at least a beautiful demo. And if you like Chanel, please make sure to check out some of my other Chanel content, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and if you just want to talk makeup, please comment down below. I'm still a small channel, so I can. If you want to support my channel in a different way, you could also use my affiliates if you want to. No pressure, of course, but I do earn a little bit of commission, and that commission goes right back into my channel. Anyway guys, have a beautiful and happy and healthy day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.